doesn't matter what language or doesn't matter not.
Yeah.
It's connection, you know.
That connection was beautiful. And I think for me that was like the moment where I was like emotional because you could feel the energy, you could feel the love, you could feel everything that, you know, I don't know, exchanging, doing each other's hair, and it was beautiful.
Just not just the way it is, just something that sometimes says, oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yeah, just everything. So cool, especially being right out of school and being able to have an experience like this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So emotional.
Ramsey graduated about 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
2 weeks
wow.
ago.
Congratulations.
And then you have Chaz that just started. He has 200 hours, about maybe 300. And then you have Molly over here that's killing it with those balayages. And Bella over here, amazing. And then, you know, Alex teaching. I don't know, it was just so beautiful. You know, it's just...
I love how like excited everybody was to do each other's hair.
Yeah.
Like, that was so cool.
In the U.S., they'd be like,
yeah, and like, if we did that to another, like if we went into another school and we did that, everybody would be like, yeah, maybe not. Like, don't touch my hair. But like out here, it was like they were so excited about it, and it was super cool.
No, that's great.
Not here. In America.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Interesting to see the difference too. Hair types, for instance, like I have really, really fine hair. Today I'll touch it and they're like, oh, it's so different.
There's more guys out here.
Yeah, tons more.
That's
That
what I
was
thought
so
was
cool.
really cool. Like, there's a lot more guys out there. Like at our school, I think there's like 4 or 5 in the cosmetology side. But out here, it's like there's a lot. Yeah, which I think is very cool. Because I feel like out in the US, I feel like they're so worried about their masculinity.
Okay.
But like a lot of my close friends, after seeing how fun it was and how passionate I was about it, and like the stuff that I was doing, like I have a lot of friends reaching out to me that are like, I really want to do what you do. Like, how do I go about that? Which is so it's really cool. It's really cool to see. But I like how like out here they just already doing that. Like,
Right.
that was probably one of the biggest differences I think I noticed.
I saw it, you know, like the problem with the guys. That's just I'm part of it. You know, just like already teen when I go, oh my gosh, you know, it was just surprising.
Yeah, it was. I was so taken back by like how open everybody was. Like all the guys were like super cool. They were all like, even though we couldn't like communicate fluently, they like it was almost like having a conversation. It really was.
I saw it too. When we got leaving in the bus, oh my god,
Yeah.
the guy, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you.
It was almost like instant friendship. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be long time memory though. Lifetime memory, you know?
Very
It's
true,
not
yeah.
like it's not just like one day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super cool. I was really cool because one of the guys up there, I took a picture with him and he was like, you wanted to switch my profile picture to us. And I was like,
You know,
and he was like, cool. I was like, it took me back. I was like, wow. Like, it wasn't just like because we were visiting kind of thing. It was like
pouring into the
actually
beer. It's like showing friendship.
it was really
That's
awesome.
the making a relationship.
When I was in Utah,
Yeah, because I mean, like, you don't really ever think that you're gonna make a friendship halfway across the world, and like it's just very interesting.
from the man
I
to the
think
women,
it's about
going
school, you know, like
Yeah.
in school,
Get
and this school, they are the
She got very
just
upset.
like that.
Yeah,
when I was
How important are the people met,
She said,
you know,
yeah,
how,
exactly.
you know, open your heart, you
I think it was
never
really
tried
cool
to pour the
because
beer.
at least what I've noticed out in the States, it's very it can become very like drama, like very catty, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So it almost kind of becomes like a competition of like who can be better than who, like, who can do the best balayage, who can do the best cut. So it does get like very discouraging. But like coming out here and then seeing how everybody's just like super supportive of each other and is like, it really, to me, it brought back like why we do this, you know, like it's to bring everybody together and like.
I think that both sides, they have the ready to get inspired each other.
Yeah.
Because they were looking forward to it.
Exactly.
It's not like competition or anything like
Yeah.
that, but just gonna collaborate with it, inspiring, the
Yeah.
push up and
Push each other farther. Yeah.
That's what I feel like it there too. I was gonna.
It was very cool. Yeah. So that was awesome.
That's gonna be like you guys, your generation, next generation. It's going to be,
Yeah.
That's what I hope
top of
for.
the, the
Yeah.
industry, right?
True. I really hope
The
so.
next generation.
So in this place, no tequila.
I know I was thinking about that. I'm like, we're gonna have take time with a lot of
We had a good time in Long Beach.
We did too. We went back to the hotel and we sat there. We had another bottle of whiskey, chugging. We all ended up in the pool in our underwear, like going ham. It was so fun. It was the last night, so we were like, "Come on!" Palma was there. Alex was in the pool.
I
It
know
was
my
crazy.
reputation that I need to protect. I was in the pool. Like, no one tells anything.
Show us the pictures that you were showing earlier.
Oh, yeah. Well, my screen's pretty cracked. Oh, look, that's so cool. They're still messaging me. Like, that's so awesome.
All the girls.
Oh,
The
yeah.
girls and some of the guys.
No, the girls.
Oh, here's some of the pictures that
Ah.
they sent. Super
You
cute.
should just see how the girls, as soon as they had them, they just melt in giggles. Like started laughing. Oh, it was so cute.
That's so cute. So awesome. It was so much fun.
What was your favorite part?
The girls hugging.
Honestly, I think it was.
That's the best part.
I mean, that was pretty awesome, but I think it was really cool to see, like, because for me, coming into this, I had a lot of respect just right off the bat for them, and, like, for me, it was really cool to see the guys, like, not be envious, because I didn't feel like I was better than them at all, and I feel like out in the States, people would have automatically, like, the guys would have kind of had a little bit of a hate for me, coming in and just, like, having all that happen, but they just came up and were like, oh, you're really cool, like fist bumping, high fiving, and taking pictures and stuff. So it was really cool to see like them not try to like be better than him. Yeah, there was no ego at all, and that made me not have an ego with all of that happening. So, and I think that in the States, if it would have happened that way, and then the guys were like getting envious or jealous, I probably would have gotten an ego. But for me, it was just a very cool experience. So that's probably my favorite part.
Ramsey, what was your favorite part?
I think my favorite part was just like being on stage and watching how interested everybody was. Like I didn't feel like there was anybody just sitting and chatting with their friends. Like I feel like in the States a lot of times that happens. When guest artists come and there's people who don't really care to be there, and like I just felt like everyone was so engaged and so passionate and so interested to learn and see what everybody had to say. It just was such an amazing feeling. Even with the language barrier, like oh my gosh, it just made me want to travel and do more. And
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I think that you graduated and now you're doing stuff with your mentor and your friends and like doing stuff. Obviously, we've done so much together, but to see the other side of where I'm at, you understand now, like why I do what I do.
Absolutely.
Because you're inspiring so many young people.
Yeah,
They watch you and your work, and it's the coolest thing to see.
it is, and it's totally what I wanted to do, like watching Dallin and everything, like, and Lisa and ISSE, oh my gosh, it's just what I want to do totally, and then having to experience it for myself, like right out of school, it was just the most amazing experience, and it definitely lit my passion even more. Like, I don't know, I just want to chase my dreams and keep doing it. I think it's amazing, so.
What was your favorite part, Dallin?
Everything.
Everything.
I think it was, for me, it was to see my students grow tonight. And when I told you earlier, stepping out of your comfort zone. See here, stepping out of your comfort zone is when you really learn who you are and what you want to become. And the last 2 days, they stepped out of their comfort zone. And they grew. And that, to me, was...
Yeah.
there's no money, there's nothing in the world that can make that feeling. Like, for real. Like,
Yeah.
Molly over here, I was worried for her going to her host family.
No.
And she texted me and she's like, thank you. Like, this is amazing. I love them. Like, she cried today leaving them. This is crazy. There's no
Yeah.
English.
Yeah, you'll
or,
worry about it.
yeah, that's,
Yeah.
there's
The
nothing that
passion
can
was
change
there.
the world for that.
Yeah. You don't even speak the same language.
I still love them. That was crazy. Because you don't talk a lot. I mean, you try to, but it's still pretty difficult. But you still feel like you're friends with them. You know. It's cute. I love them. They were so funny and so cute. They made so many jokes. And I was nervous. Like,
Or you were beyond her. You can see her video. She was like,
I know. They saw the picture that I think you posted it on Facebook of all of us at the airport, and I was like, and they're zooming in. They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Now I am, yeah, but I was not okay before." But yeah, it was so cute. I love them. They're so nice.
What was your favorite part?
All of them. I really liked touring the city yesterday with my new host family. They had a really sick baby, but they were trying so hard to like make everything perfect for me. To make sure I tried all the treats, and I got to see some really cool places. We went to a shrine, we went to a festival where guys were just pulling this like moat. I don't know. Yeah, in the water, and there were guys banging drums on the inside. Nobody could tell me what the purpose of it was, or what the festival was. Not one local knew what it meant or why they were doing it. And they're all cheering them on. They're like, "Yeah, you're good!" And it was hilarious. But yeah, a lot of fun things. My host family was so sweet, and they made it for me.
Me too. I was so nervous about that.
Alex, what's
Like,
your
you're gonna
favorite
live
part?
with a stranger.
What?
What's your favorite part today?
So far, I think everything. Well, today, of course, seeing the students, interacting, with each other, and I loved it. Because again, you have that language barrier that not many people can understand, and now it's being experienced, and it's really, really cool. It's really cool. Because again, even if they didn't know the language, they still, communicate, and they still bond, and it was that connection that, is really, really hard to get. So I love to see that today. It's beautiful.
I think one of the coolest things, honestly, for me, like the only point that I got really teary-eyed is when we got dressed up, and then like seeing everybody, like just the beautiful designs in it, and like being taught how to tie your belt, and like it seems like a simple thing to tie your belt, but then like it's not at all, and just like for me, like it was bringing like back a part of myself that I'd never been able to experience. And so it was like it was very cool. It was very honorable. It was very honorable.
Let's turn around to you, Abby.
No.
There she is. What was your favorite part so far?
Like so far, just today. I love them.
Everything.
It would have to be spending time with my host family. I was very, very nervous at the beginning about it, and I don't know, the connection that you make with those people, especially because the language barrier is so hard. It's like you have to speak to them like a different language. Like you have to speak like with your whole body and like your heart and like everything, because your words can't connect. And so being able to connect with someone on a totally different level was so incredible. And having to read them this morning was devastating.
Yeah.
And looking back and feeling those emotions of being like scared and nervous and not knowing what to expect, and then spending that time with them and then being devastated to leave it. It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
For sure. And then getting to watch the students interact with the other students was just, that's what I'm so passionate about. I love students so much, and it's it's part of the reason we do Hair Nerds, and it encompasses everything that we believe in and that we're about. And watching them interact with one another was emotional, and like being able to see them cross those barriers of language and countries and experiencing different hair types and bone structures and people and everything else. It was just like, it was magical.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here with us because I think, you know, with Ken and Taylor Andrews helping out, like, it really is an experience. I think people need to see this. People need to experience this and realize that wherever we are, we have one mission, and our mission is to change the world, and we are changing the world today. Like, all of us together. Like, doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, white, whatever. Like I said, like big, tall, we all have one mission, and we can change the world.
And this industry is beyond. It's beyond borders. It's beyond. We think so small sometimes that this industry is just in the U.S. or we look at things just in the U.S. and it's like
or your hometown or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like it's beyond that. It's so much bigger. Every country has a beauty industry in it, and why put up a wall between it?
Yeah.
There's no reason.
Exactly.
Today, you know, there's proof, right?
Yeah, no, today is proof. You know, we have obviously Ken and Lisa here. Lisa, hi, and Ken. You know, what was your guys' favorite part today?
You know, because of for me, it's like a dream come true. Because for me, I know the Japan side and US side, so I really wanted that these things happen, so you guys can actually see and know each other. You know.
Yeah.
So for me, this is like a dream come true.
Yeah.
And thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Me too, yeah. Well, it's a long time ago I came to the States, and I had a really hard time to go into, US. Then I had a lot of, some things happen to it. And then that was before the NAHA. I already have a dream. I want to be the bridge, US and Japan in the industry, because I have a hard time. But there's an industry out there. It's something I can be part of the helping them to be the bridge to the Japan and the US. So that's one of the dreams too.
Yeah, and I think with you being on a platform and people knowing who you are, like, I think that it's such an important thing. Like we say NAHA or Trend Vision or whatever it is, we as hairdressers that are up on this platform have a mission, and I think with Ken and Lisa, you have made this, like you said, this bridge, like, collide, and there's no stopping us.
That's like my dream right now is my industry helped me to grow, right now, they help me to be, I'm going to grow in the industry. So something I can take back to the industry, something I can do.
That's something I have to say. We really appreciate, U.S. beauty industry giving us such opportunity. Because quite honestly, because even we are, living in the U.S. and we have a U.S. resident, and NAHA gave her, like a winning of editorial, and it's really something, and giving us all the opportunities.
Yeah.
And she's independent.
Yeah.
And doesn't belong to any big corporation or any manufacturer.
Which I think is beautiful. I think it's a great thing because you really, as a person, you as a whole, is really making this, like we said earlier, bridging this gap. And that's a beautiful thing.
When Lisa was won NAHA, there's a huge surprise for the Japanese industry, beauty industry, because of she's independent, she doesn't know nobody, we are very small salon. How in the hell she can win?
It's your art and your passion and your love.
That's why I really thank you for Professional Beauty Association.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing really something good for the industry.
Yeah.
I just want to say that, all those people who study the industry people, whatever will happen to push yourself, keep pushing it. I don't know what, somehow, just like magic, everybody comes to you, no matter what.
How many years did it take for you to get a NAHA?
6
6 years?
6 years.
Same for me. It took me 7 years to get an AHA. But you know, and that's when me and Lisa met.
But before that, I thought that it was impossible.
Oh, it's
Because I'm the foreigner, I thought it impossible.
yeah.
To be a,
It's
you know,
really happened like
participating.
25 years ago, like before ISSC called different name. Me and Lisa was sitting, you know, the far behind of the main stage and watching
End of the aisle.
yeah, end of the aisle, watching the main stage show, and we were just talking. Hopefully someday, you know, we can be helped to be, you know, artists like them.
Yeah.
I was going to be like, no, I'm going to be on stage, but I will at least my crew is going to be into the aisle
Yeah.
to be in a seating for the line, there was a line there to choose. Somebody, you know, I think related people can be in there, right? Just sitting there. So that's what I wanted to be.
And look where you're at
And
now.
then there-
You're on those stages,
Who
and
was in there?
your crew is so talented.
Yeah, that's the one best things about the United States. You know, it's called American Dream, and anybody, you know, I mean, doesn't matter where you come from, you know, girls or boys or, you know, black or white or yellow, you know, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you are good, then you know, they have people to support.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
For sure.
Yep.
Well, thank you for sharing your story with us, because it does touch our hearts, and it touches, you know, the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And we couldn't thank you enough for having, you know, our students from Taylor Andrews and the Hair Nerds here today, because it really has been. We always say, when I was here in 2016, life-changing. Every person has said life-changing, and it's only been 2 days, and we have a few more days to go.
I know, I
And
feel like it's literally been like a week's worth already. Like in just these short days, like I keep forgetting. Like I honestly feel like I've been here for a week. Like I feel like I've made such strong connections in such a short time that it's like it's hard to believe that we still have so much more to go. So like I'm super excited.
so thank you for putting this together for us, and we really do appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. And we know in the Japanese culture that we say I love you. It's different, but we do love you from Taylor Andrews, and we do love you from Hair Nerds. Like, you really have a special place in our heart, and we'll never forget this moment, and never forget where we're at and what we're doing, because you two are changing the world. You really are.
Oh, so sweet. Thank
So,
you.
kanpai! Kanpai! Annie, I'll let you finish this up.
We had one that came late to the party. Hello. What's your favorite thing about today, or so far?
Meeting the students was probably the highlight of my day. I'm just not being able to communicate, but just feeling their energy and feeling the connectedness through the industry. So it was very beautiful.
It really is.
Awesome.
The song is great.